Have you ever wondered if you have psychic gifts and psychic abilities? Maybe you've already uncovered that you are a little intuitive. Maybe that you are also very sensitive. Maybe you're a highly sensitive soul. Or maybe you also consider yourself an empath. But you're wondering what other gifts might you have that you haven't really uncovered yet, that you haven't unlocked yet. In this video, I want to share with you some of the signs that you have hidden psychic abilities that are just waiting for you to become aware of, to unlock, and then to embrace. Because having psychic abilities is absolutely amazing, especially as you're using them, as you're developing them, as you're strengthening your gifts. They can help you in so many ways throughout your life, where you can always receive guidance and insights, and you never not know what to do, what not to do, how to go about things, what is in alignment, what is not in alignment, and it can help you in many other ways. So let me share with you those signs that you have hidden psychic abilities. The first sign is that you are sensitive to your surroundings, meaning that you are often picking up energies from people, from places, especially when you're in crowds, even on cosmic days. Let's say there's a full moon, a new moon, a Mercury retrograde, an eclipse, or anything like that. If on those days or when you're around certain people, whatnot, you're feeling a lot, you're feeling not okay, that is a great indicator that you are a highly sensitive soul, that you have the gift of sensing, of feeling. Now, most empaths have this gift already. However, if you haven't learned how to embrace this gift, it can actually feel very overwhelming, because if you don't really know, well, what is mine? What is other people's stuff? What am I feeling? Am I going crazy? It can be very overwhelming. I remember in the beginning when I discovered that I'm a highly sensitive soul, it made so much sense why I always felt the way I did. But then I was also sitting there, I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do with this now? I mean, I can't really go to the store because it always makes me feel so drained and exhausted. Going to work, and at that time I was working in a PTSD treatment facility, was very, very emotionally draining and challenging for me. So I knew, okay, I have this gift, but it was more so ruining my life rather than empowering my life or empowering me. So if you have this gift of sensitivity, of feeling and sensing, you may actually want to learn how to develop it more and to embrace it, so you can actually use it in your favor rather than having this gift really run all over you and causing you to feel not okay most of the time. Because if you're challenged to go to a store when it's really busy, or to be around certain people or things like that, or even on those cosmic days where the energies are running really high, that is a great sign that you have psychic abilities of sensing, of feeling. But then you just want to really develop it more, so you can learn, so you can determine what is mine, what is not mine, and also how to tune down your gift and also tune out all of that energy, all the stuff that you're picking up on that is not even yours. But if you are very sensitive to your surrounding, that is a great sign that you have the gift of sensing and feeling. Then the second sign is that people tend to feel a lot better when they're around you. People are often feeling drawn to you, whether it's they have certain problems or they just want to be around you, and then they leave and they're like, oh my God, I feel so much better now that I talked to you. If you ever had that, then that is also a great sign that you have psychic abilities that you haven't really tapped into. Because you're really emanating that light that draws people to you. Whether it's then maybe you're just saying certain things to them, or you're just being there in the presence of them, and just being with them really makes them feel better. If you ever experience that, that also is a great sign that you have psychic abilities that you haven't really tapped into yet. Then the third sign is that you often just know things without even knowing where they come from, or you know about certain things that are about to happen, or you just know things about people or about things, about situations. You just know things. It just kind of pops into your mind and you just know it. And you're sometimes wondering, like, where did I pick that up? Where do I know this from? How do I know this? If that happens to you quite often, then that too is a sign that you are actually picking up. You have this gift of inner knowing, and that too is a great gift to develop, because then you always have insights and guidance, and you can tap into that higher wisdom, that higher knowledge. So you always have an answer to questions that you might have. You may even just have thoughts are just popping into your mind. Let's say you are around people, you're talking to people, and all of a sudden you're just picking up stuff. You're just having things pop into your mind. You just know certain things about that person and they never even told you that. That is a great sign that you have the gift of inner knowing. And by the way, if you would like to learn how to develop and unlock your psychic abilities, there's a light language activation I want to invite you to check out. It's in the description below, where I will assist you through light language to unlock your psychic abilities. It's absolutely an exciting activation, so definitely check that out if you would like to unlock your psychic abilities. Then the fourth sign is that you often get visions of the future, of things. You're just seeing things. Or when you're thinking about something, when you're thinking, let's say, about your future, about a situation and whatnot, all of a sudden you're just seeing those images of a solution, for example, of your future path, of anything like that. Or maybe even when you're in meditation, you're very visual, you're seeing a lot of things. You're seeing very clearly, and that often gives you certain messages, certain guidance. Maybe you're receiving downloads in the form of visions of what you may create, what is asked to be expressed through you, what to do, what not to do, what path to go, and things like that. You may even see colors around people. You may actually see the auras around people. Maybe you're even seeing orbs. Maybe you're actually seeing spirit. Maybe you're very visual in that sense of seeing, maybe even light whenever you're connecting with your guides. Maybe you're seeing those forms, the light and things like that. That too is a great sign that you have hidden psychic abilities you haven't really unlocked or embraced yet fully. And by the way, if you would like to learn actually how to unlock each and every one of your clairs, your clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, claircognizance, then I would like for you to consider joining me in my program, Awakening the Oracle Within, Unlocking Your Psychic Superpowers, where I will guide you through unlocking each and every one of your 4 clairs and also teach you how to develop them. Because it's one thing to have gifts, but it's a whole other thing learning how to really develop them and use them in your favor. Because, like I mentioned in the beginning, you may already have psychic abilities of sensing and feeling and being very sensitive, but if you don't really know how to embrace that, how to tune down and tune out the energies, then it's not necessarily a gift, and it's more so a burden. And that's how I felt in the beginning, oftentimes with certain gifts that I developed, that my gifts were more a burden because they were really affecting me negatively, especially the feeling and sensing. That was very, very hard for me in the beginning to really work with that, to really deal with that. It was really, I had to deal with it. It was a burden for me. Like I mentioned, I was working in a PTSD treatment facility, and me being an empath, highly sensitive soul, I'm gonna let you just imagine how bad that went for me. So that's why it's so important that you develop your gifts, because whether it's you're seeing things, you're hearing things, you're knowing things, or you're feeling things, you're sensing things, you want to develop your gifts. Because if you don't develop them, but you already have those gifts, they can actually be more of a burden because you don't really know how to best work with them. So if you want to learn how to develop each of your clairs and learn how to really work with them more effectively for your own guidance, maybe even guidance for other people, then check out my program. The link is in the description below, where I will teach you step by step on how to unlock each and every one of your clairs and the practices that can help you develop and strengthen each of your gifts. So definitely check that out if that is of interest to you. Then the 5th sign is that you often have those déjà vu kind of experiences where you just feel like you've been there already. You've seen this before. You've experienced this before. And that's you really tapping into different dimensions, different timelines, because we all have lived many lifetimes and also in different dimensions. So if you often have those déjà vu kind of experience, that also could mean that you're actually tapping into the future you, the future reality of you, who actually is experiencing what you feel like you have experienced before. So if you often have those déjà vu kind of experience, that too is a great sign that you have certain psychic abilities you haven't tapped into. This also includes like really feeling a deep connection with certain places, with certain people, with even certain situations where you have that strong familiarity, like, this resonates. I know this feels right. Let's say you're meeting a person for the very first time and you feel like you have known this person for ages. That too is a great sign that you have hidden psychic abilities you haven't tapped into yet. And then the sixth and final sign is that you may have very vivid dreams where your dream state is very active, where you feel like you're either watching a movie or you're actually in the movie yourself, where you feel like you're actually in that dream. This could mean that you're doing lucid dreaming or actually astral travel, where your consciousness actually travels while you're sleeping. You're traveling into different dimensions, different lifetimes, different realities, and you're really actually there. Your consciousness is actually there. This could also mean not just in human lifetimes, but this also could mean in galactic lifetimes as well. If you've ever had dreams that were absolutely crazy, insane, and you're like, why did I dream that? This could mean that you tapped into a different reality. So if you often have those very intense dreams, those very lucid dreams where you actually feel like you're actually there, that also is a great sign that you have psychic abilities that you could actually develop even more. Because when it comes to those dreams, they can be very challenging also to deal with if you don't protect your consciousness, if you don't really learn how to really work with this, how to really embrace this gift of really astral traveling. So you want to develop that as well. But these are some of the signs that you have hidden psychic abilities that are really just waiting for you to really unlock and embrace and then use in your favor. And then who knows, maybe you even feel called to and use your gifts to then help other people. Whether it is you maybe don't want to become a psychic, a card reader, or anything like that. But you have that ability to then really impact other people's lives as well because of your psychic abilities. And like I said, if you would like to learn, because the learning part, the embracing part is really important about your gifts, so they're not really overwhelming you, right? So you can develop them for yourself, for your own inner and higher guidance. And then like I said, it also opens you then up to maybe then helping other people. So definitely check out my program. If that is really what resonates with you, if you feel called to embrace and unlock your gifts, definitely check out my program. But I'm curious to know from you, do you have psychic abilities? Have you already unlocked your psychic gifts? And if so, which of your gifts have you already unlocked? I would love to know. Leave me a comment below. While you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new videos. But now, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to check out this video here about that light language activation of unlocking your psychic abilities. So that would be maybe a good start for you as well. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.